Good afternoon, all of you. So again the chapter that we were learning yesterday, we will start that only. Fine. Grammar chapter, direct and indirect. Most of the rules are already explained. Now the third kind of change. See, as I told you, as we discussed already, that what kind of sentences are called direct sentence, what kind of sentences are called indirect speech sentences. Fine, we discussed already. Then we discussed that how the direct speech sentences are changed into indirect speech sentences. That we have already discussed. And what we discussed more, that when we change the direct speech sentences into indirect speech sentences, three kind of changes are followed to change the direct speech sentences into indirect speech sentences. Okay, those three kind of changes we have discussed. That first kind of change is pronoun change. Pronouns, just pronouns change. Second kind of change was change of tense. And third kind of change was time and expression change. Time and expression change. So in our last classes we have discussed what rules are followed when pronoun change is done. In our last some classes we have discussed already what kind of changes are done when we follow pronouns change and when we follow change of tense. So I hope that these both kind of changes are clear to you people. Are you having a doubt related to these both kind of changes?
No, ma'am.
Very confident? Are you all very confident about the changes of pronouns and changes of tenses? However, we will practice a lot of sentences later on also. Fine. So today we are taking third kind of change, that is time and expressions change. Change of, you can say, time and place, or you can say expression. Fine. Time and place change, or you can say it time expression change. So see, what do we have to do in this kind of change? I am telling you about some words as like, if we are having now, you can note it down if you are having a notebook and pen with you. Now it changed into then. Then this is changed into that. These is changed into those. Then here is changed into there. Ago is changed into before. Then today is changed into that day. Yesterday is changed into, yesterday will be changed into the previous day. Tomorrow is changed into the next day. Fine. So these expression change, these times and place, or you can say expression, change like that. Means if you are having in reported speech means in the part that is written within the inverted commas, the sentence that is written between the inverted commas, within the inverted commas, only in that part we change these words. Fine. Now see, one thing should be noticed. What should be noticed? That these are the words. This shows nearness. Fine. Nearness. And the words showing nearness are changed in the words showing far. Fine. Farness. Means नियरनेस को शो करने वाले वर्ड्स को हम फारनेस को शो वाले वर्ड्स में बदल देते हैं. These and these changes are done only in reported speech, not in reporting verb. Reporting verb will be only reporting verb follow the same rules which we have learnt already. Only the words will be changed in reported speech. So did you get that how these words are changed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will practice some sentences according to these changes. Today we will practice some sentences according to this. Fine? For the words and expression change. Okay? Some sentences we are taking, some examples we are taking. Fine. As like, he said to his father, I will go now. Fine. This is the sentence, I will go now. Now we are changing it. This is direct speech sentence. How can we identify that this is a direct speech sentence? Because this sentence is containing the actual words of the speaker. I will go now. He said to his father. उसने अपने पापा से कहा कि मैं अब जाऊंगा. Fine. So this is the actual words of the speaker. That's why. Just a minute. So these are the actual words of the speaker. That's why we can say that this is a direct speech sentence. Fine. Now we will change it into indirect speech sentence. See, he said to will be changed into told only. He told his father. Fine. Now comma, inverted comma will be removed and we will use that at its place. Here we are having I. I is first person pronoun and first person pronoun changes according to
Subject.
Who is the subject here?
He.
Yes.
Ma'am, he.
He is the subject. So we will change it according to he. So it will become
He.
Ma'am, me.
Me नहीं बनेगा बेटा. I is first person pronoun. First person pronoun changes according to the subject. And subject we are having he. So it will change into he. And will be changed into
Would.
That we have already discussed. हमने modals का changes भी सीखा हुआ है already. So you should be conscious for each and every change. ये देखिए. That's why this chapter I told you already that's why this chapter is a little bit typical. है. ऐसा नहीं है कि हमें आएगा ही नहीं. अगर आप हर word पर concentrate करोगे, the sentences will be correct. Fine. Don't take it lightly.
Ma'am, please explain it again.
Which one, beta?
Ma'am, this one.
Just a minute, Angel. Just a minute. Let me complete this one. Fine. So I will be changed according to he. Will be changed according to would. Go will be go, and now will become
Now.
then.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
will
Yes.
become then. We have learnt it right now. In only
Yes, ma'am.
5 minutes ago, we discussed the change of time and expression. Angel, you were late in class today. We were discussing about the third kind of change that take place in our direct indirect speech. Fine. First kind of change was pronouns change. Second kind of change was change of tense. Third kind of change was time and expression change, or you can say time change of time and place. That is the same thing. Fine. And actually, what we discussed that some are the words, some words which show nearness are changed into the words that show farness. हमें ऐसे वर्ड्स जो हमें नियरनेस शो करते हैं उनको हम कैसे चेंज करते हैं, फारनेस शो करने वाले वर्ड्स को. एज लाइक राइट नाउ वी हैव डिस्कस्ड, राइट नाउ वी हैव चेंज नाउ इनटू देन. नाउ को देन में चेंज किया है. दिस चेंजेस इनटू दैट, these changes into those, that night change, the last night change will be the following, the previous night. Yesterday will be changed into the previous day.
Yes, day.
Fine. And today will be changed into that day.
That day.
Tomorrow will be changed into
The next day.
following day, or yeah, the next day. Fine. The next day. So this kind of changes we were discussing in today's class, and I have written an example related to that only. What I have written now, that was changed into then. Now will be changed into then. And this will we have already discussed in our class. Means models, how models are changed into indirect
Yes.
speech. How models are changed into indirect speech while making the direct speech, while changing the direct speech sentences into indirect speech. How these are changed. So we have already discussed this. So we will right now we have discussed time and place. So we will discuss those sentences only. Fine. Some other examples I am writing. I said to my sister, today is a hot day. Fine. We are making it. I told huh?
My sister
Yes.
that
I
day.
told my sister. Yes. Comma
That
in
day.
what comma will be removed? That.
That day.
That
Day.
day.
Yes. Or you just concentrate. Is changed into is MR. Is changed into was were or not? Hanji?
Ma'am was for.
Yes, was were. So that day was a
Hot day.
hot day.
Hot
Now
day.
concentrate. See, concentrate. We are using that for 2 times. It is
Yes,
not
ma'am.
grammatically incorrect. ये grammatically incorrect नहीं है. Sometimes we can think that it is how can we use that and that for 2 times continuously. So you should concentrate that first that we are using at the place of inverted commas when we are replacing them. Second that is we are using when today will be changed into that day. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we are moving to the next question. We are just revising another question. Question is, Mohan said, comma inverted comma, I will be glad to hear tomorrow. We are changing this sentence into indirect speech. How it will be changed? Mohan, Hanji, Mohan,
Ma'am, told. Sa-
yes, Mohan said. Remember one thing, 2 or
yes, ma'am.
3 times I have guided you that said will be said only. Said to will be changed into told. Fine. If
Morning,
we are
sir.
having said only, that it won't change. It won't change into told. Said to will be changed into told. Now inverted comma will be removed.
That.
That
That. Fine.
Mohan,
And this is I.
first
I
person.
is first person pronoun. First person pronoun will be changed according to Mohan. And Mohan is a male or female?
Ma'am,
Male.
made.
Male. So we will use he.
He.
Fine.
He.
Mohan said that he will be changed according to
Would.
Would.
would. He would. Just a minute. He would be glad. Hanji, tell
Here,
me
next day.
what? He would be glad to there. Here will be changed into there or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Here will be changed into there. He would be glad to there the next day.
The next day.
Have you got it or not? Have you got the example?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Any confusion? Any confusion related to today's class? Means according to time and place expression. Have you got any confusion in that? Means third kind of change we have discussed, which we have discussed in today's class. 3 or 4 examples we have taken. The words which I told you, that should be kept in mind only. So this was all about for today's class. Fine. We will meet tomorrow. Okay. Bye bye all of you.
Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.